Coach Joel Leichman as we have CSJ basketball. And yeah, he dressed just like the other assistant coach, Eric Gross, down there. So we will have the introductions now for CSJ as they take on Maine Machias in Sunrise Conference play. As they go through their introduction rituals. And CSJ coming out some awful good basketball this past weekend, highlighted by the win over Castle State College. They'll have Maine Machias tonight, as this is all against Sunrise Conference basketball games being played here. Then Maine Presque Isle, and of course the big one, Fort Kent, Maine. So you've got the starting lineups out there for CSJ. As you can see, Wilburn, Smalls, Yopst, Jackson, and Ryda. And then I'll have the opening tip-off for you after the fade. Can you watch Munger Vision PEGTV Channel 15 Sports? You can watch all the local games, CSJ basketball in particular, on the old-fashioned way on the television at Channel 15. You can also go to the website at www.pegtv.com, click Video on Demand. And don't forget, Saturday afternoon, starting at 4 o'clock, games of the week are played. They go from 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon right up to 8 o'clock Sunday morning. It's KJ Jackson getting set to get the tip, and CSJ looking to go even a record up inside the Sunrise Conference. They had that tough 93-89 loss to Fisher College. As Ryda wants to go down low to Jackson, up, no good. The fall up on the weak side will be Smalls. This Maine Machias team coming off a huge loss, points-wise, to VTC. And of course, VTC will be coming here in February. Big talk. They've got themselves a good recruiting job, a good team. Jackson will make the steal, went to the floor, pushed the ball to Ryda. Rios letting it fly. No, not this time. And a long rebound will come down. It'll be controlled by Lewis, so Will Lewis. Oh, nice pass. Got the defender. First of all, it wasn't really Jackson's fault. By the time Jackson was on the defense, the ball had come on way inside the free throw line. That's where the problem started, letting the ball come down that low that easy. We're tied at 2. 1 minute into the ball game. Smalls will duck inside and get fouled. Should be shooting a couple. And so Will Lewis will assess the foul. Raheem Smalls will be going to the line, and that scores table will be Tony Wilburn, number 14, getting set to come in for CSJ. It's Rios making a quick start, a quick exit. And CSJ with 3 Sunrise Conference games this week. I'll have them all for you on PEGTV. Maine Machias, Maine Presque Isle, and of course, Fort Kent. And the rebound comes down to Kakar. And he'll come off the side to Lewis. So Lewis going to run the point. Not a big bench at all for the Machias Clippers in the white uniforms. 8 people dressed. CSJ, of course, with a very deep, very talented bench. Coach Bartlett in his 3rd year has done a heck of a job recruiting. I don't know where he's found the time because, well, his job demands, you know, running a local grocery store with charge of all the employees, the time cards, the scheduling, the ordering, family man. He's got wife and children, and I mean, it's incredible that he's able to go out and have time and do some great recruiting like he has done. All with no scholarships offered to his players, just put himself together quite a talented team. Oh, the catch inside and won't go. We'll stay 3-2 CSJ. Wilburn wants to pick the tempo up. He's going to push the ball below the free throw line, up, over, and in by Wilburn. Tony Wilburn didn't get to play the first semester. This is only his 4th game since the start of the 2nd semester. And I'll tell you what, he's just looking, the rust is coming off, to be blunt. He's looking better and better each ball game that he plays. Lewis being played defensively by Wilburn, and oh, that didn't look too good there. That wasn't Russ. Those were stationary feet as KJ Jackson sat down for a game and a half, and coming out here with the start tonight. Looks to be very healthy, looks to be very sharp and focused to the game, and they're going to run the stack formation. That's talking about the Clippers squad. They go up and they catch the shot. No good. That's a well-executed play and a poorly defended play, but CSJ did not give up the basket, and here comes Ryda. The 5-2 Saints lead. Yeah, the Saints will in this weekend against Fort Kent. They're a huge rival right there. As Jackson isolated on this side of the floor, will duck up underneath. No good, follow his own shot up. Wilburn got in the way, and yeah, it's going to be. They say they're going to talk it over. They say it was last touch by Hampton Mack, but I think they're going to reverse the call here. Evan Jobst, always a politician, going to go in there. And, yeah, it's a good call actually. Once they watch the DVD, they'll see they made the correct call. As Armstrong will bring the ball in bounds to Lewis, and Wilburn will just come to your picture now. He'll be just a tad over mid-court to make the pickup defensively. Carr had the touch, Lewis going three-balling. That might have been tipped. Smalls got in the air, and they didn't take the shot into him to draw the foul. As it was Mack that went up. So again, 5-2 the score. CSJ with the lead. Oh, but after the Fort Kent game on Sunday, I don't believe I have the. I'll check the schedule. That's going to be a kick ball out of bounds too. Maine Machias. Yeah, the men don't. You don't see the men at home again until February. But you can go to the school website to keep tabs on CSJ's progress on the road. Again, trying to qualify for the Sunrise Conference tournament. They'll swing it over. This is going to be a three ball. No, front rim to rebound. Kakar had it and got fouled. Jobst with the big smirk. See if he'll get assessed the foul. Yes, 22 will be Evan Jobst, and he'll draw the foul. Jobst coming off a 23-point performance against Fisher College, and what he's done with his offensive game in 2 seasons has been an incredible transformation from a role player into a leader offensively out there. Yeah, Kakar with the arm out with the push off the call right here. It's a good call. Even if it was embellished somewhat by the English major Jobst, you still can't have your arm out there warding off the defender like that. 16 minutes to go in the first half. Been a low-scoring game so far. And tempo, one thing. BTC playing a choppy game. Oh, Smalls just shredded the defense. Getting the inbounds by Armstrong just to Lewis and Wilburn there. 20-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Hopefully that won't even come into play tonight. I'll tell you what, the lack of intensity defensively is glaring right now. I mean, CSJ offensively can score points, but their defense tonight, early on, 4.5 minutes in, I wouldn't be writing home to Mother about it, and that's going to be a foul as Smalls attacked the baseline, got in the air, drew the contact, going to step to the line and take the free throws down. Yeah, I'll have some more West Rutland basketball for you coming up at a later date. When CSJ is on the road, there's always a lot of other basketball going on. Mill River and then West Rutland. Of course, in March Madness, fast approaching, you'll have the Glossic tournament. I believe it's the 52nd year for the youth basketball tournament. I believe the 18th year since it's been named after the late Ed Glossic. You're watching Munger Vision. Well, I like to think I'm a leader in local sports coverage right here in our own county. But I'm not even on the map with the pro media. Actually, they have a disdain for me, but screw them. I'll give you good coverage. Number 1 into the ballgame now, Zach Pope. Pope in the ballgame for Maine Machias, making his first appearance. They said they don't have a deep bench, Maine Machias. Armstrong back to Pope to the hole, off the mark. Weak side rebound, Rios, who's come back in the ballgame, outlets the ball. This is Wilburn going to slip through the defense, go hard off the glass. It's a one and done as Hampton had it. Hampton Mack had it. Rick Lupo coming in, number 14 for Machias. And I did miss, there was another change. Oh, number 10 is stuck in there. Robbie Smith. So Smith is also in the ballgame for Machias. Up and no. Well, again, I mean, he's getting to the free throw line or lower. They're just missing the shots right now. 9-5 CSJ. Getting conference play. They're 0-1. That loss to Fisher here. KJ Jackson could easily had a foul called for him. Missed the shot, followed it up, and got the bucket. Makes it 11-5, CSJ. Lewis looking to the far side to his head coach. Got the play call. Armstrong on the elbow. We'll wait for Kakar to come up top between circles. 18 on the shot clock. Plenty of time here for the offense to set up. Armstrong squared up to the basket, got Smalls in the air, then slid across. There's 3-ball at the Kakar, and no, it'll rim out on him. Ball tapped around as Armstrong was in there, and Smalls came off the backboard to Wilburn. He's going to take it up and got the finish. Wilburn, baseline to baseline, will make the basket. And the largest lead now for CSJ tonight. It's at 8 points at 13-5. You see Armstrong just step out. Again, they want to swing the ball down inside. And right now there's just no passing. They want to post up Robbie Smith against Ryda. I'm not sure about that matchup. Ryda's an awful strong individual down low. Whoa. Again, look at the penetration, the offensive rebound, and a put back by Armstrong. That will be an issue I'm sure will be addressed at the half. Let's play some defense. Smalls, he went baseline to baseline and made the basket. Tipped by KJ Jackson to Smalls to Wilburn. He's going to take a 2-point shot, no good. Tipped, and Smalls tipped it to himself twice, and it'll end up in the hands of Smith. So Machias will dodge a bullet there. Up ahead, once on the floor, got the finish. Lupo. Oh, and Raheem Smalls coming down awkwardly on his ankle. Not a good sign. He's been quite a force for CSJ all season long. And who came back in? Yops came in. Yeah, and Smalls going to go over and see Mike Dorian, the trainer here at CSJ tonight. If you watch Sports Beat on Channel 15, my upcoming guest will be, well, what I did is a mid-season report with CSJ. I got to talk to their assistant coach, one of their assistant coaches, Joel Leichman. From the out back, Rios with the bucket. 18-9, his first 3 of the night. And Ramel Anderson, number 10, going to be checking in for CSJ. Now, remember Anderson, I believe it was in the Colby Sawyer-Middlebury game in December, turned an ankle, a very severe ankle sprain. Took him a long time to recover from it. And he's had a problem just working back into the lineup as Wilburn will knock the ball away, make the steal on the poke check, go up and get it. Wilburn, by far his best effort on both ends of the floor tonight since he's come eligible for basketball. Kakar, Lewis, no. One and done as Jackson will get the rebound. 20-9, CSJ by 11 right now. Rios, no. Oh, he put up a brick that time. He's 1 for 3 from the 3-point line. Long 3 by Armstrong. Another brick as they exchange some ugly shots. 11.5 to go in this first half. Travel. Yeah. As Wilburn would have had a first down. As Dane Yops, number 23, coming in for CSJ. And Patrick Triplett Jr., number 33, coming in now. So the Fighting Saints getting set now to try to play some defense here and get set up. Even though they've only surrendered 9 points, they've given up a lot of good looks down inside. That was much better defense as they collapsed around Lupo. Anderson got it. Boy, from a full throttle run to a dead stop, went straight up, drained the shot. 22-9 with 11 minutes to go in the first half, CSJ. Lupo, 3-ball and no. Rebound, Dane Yops. Great Dane with the rebound, and up ahead to Rios now. The touch in between was Ryda. They'll have Ryda set the play up. Triplett just walked in from the top of the paint like he was invisible. Nobody picked him up defensively, and there's the basket. Just beyond the reach of a steal by Ryda. They'll swing it over, and Smith will feed Lupo. Lupo with a lot of size, weight-wise on Triplett. Posted up but couldn't finish the shot. Triplett coming down the other end is going to go up from the free throw line and get it. Patrick Triplett Jr. in the last 3 games has been playing his best basketball in his first year here at CSJ. Well, the Saints timeout on Munger Vision, 26-9. They have the lead over Maine Machias. Needed timeout taken by Maine Machias and Lewis to Pope, and that's Rios now on Pope. Yeah, conference play just huge for the Saints right now, coming off the loss on their home court to Fisher College. Again, that was a game that went back and forth, and the Saints seriously were never not in the ball game. Obviously, 93-89, a 4-point loss. A very intense ball game. I think a lot of it had to do with the schedule. Oh, yeah, said get out of my house and made the block. Rios will leave Lewis in the dust, and the assist up, and the basket by Triplett. Rios playing Magic Johnson there as he made the assist. The big man drawing the defense to him at the free throw line. Through the legs of Smith. That was just a tough pass. Rios kept the ball alive, will make the steal, and he'll give it off to Ryda now. As Ryda with 9:16 to go in the first half, and his team in control here by 19 points, 28-9. Oh, Rios, got to be a foul. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure how that wasn't a blocking foul. Oh, skin slapping, no foul. Great Dane with the basket. Yops will get the bucket, the younger of the 2 Yops boys. Lupo had the touch, brought it right back to Lewis. They spread the floor, and they'll work the perimeter, and Triplett confused on a defensive assignment right there. Open shot, no good. Rios with yet another rebound. Don't forget, I'll have the Grand Union Player of the Game to announce. It's the CSJ Grand Union Player of the Game. They get the donated T-shirt from Grand Union. That foul will be on Robbie Smith. And I'm trying to remember, is this the first free throws of the first half? Is Wilburn going to be coming back in? He's at the scores table for CSJ. And then for the Maine Machias squad, Armstrong, 34, will be coming back in. And Anderson coming up to the line now for the second shot. And I believe, yeah, that was the only change. 30-9 CSJ, 31-9 CSJ, up by 22. That is the first foul on the Saints. 4 fouls on Maine Machias, and hey, the Saints have been there with the low numbers, just like Maine Machias has on their bench. But said Coach Bartlett, I don't know how he found the time, was able to go out and recruit. Up front for the boards, the basket's good, and 1 coming up. Mack will be stepping to the line, and that foul was called on, I believe it was on Triplett. Okay, so Patrick Triplett Jr. called for the foul. So you need Smith down on the box. Now they're set with the alignment, so he'll get set to take the shot. Got it. Completes the 3-point play, just the 12th point of the night as a team for Maine Machias. Can they clear out the side for Rios? Oh, he passed up a wide open Dane Yops under the basket. He'll get it anyways. Dane Yops from Wilburn. As Jackson, Smith, and Jackson, Yops, and Smalls coming in. That's a 3-point shot. That's good. 33-15. So Smalls, Jackson, and Evan Yops coming in for CSJ. That's Dane Yops. Great pass to Triplett. Fake the pass and make the basket. Good. Big smile on Triplett's face after the nice play. I'll tell you, the Saints offensively clicking, passing the ball off well, finding the open man, and when they're open, they're nailing the shot. So Small's going to be coming back in for Triplett after the shots here. Okay, so get everybody set now after the substitutions, and it'll be Smalls coming in for the shooter Triplett. Nope. Yops kept it alive. Did more than that. He controlled the ball, brings it out, and we'll let Evan Yops. That's a Yops to Yops connection. Now Wilburn will look, and he'll run the point. Triple team. There's got to be somebody open. Oh, what patience. Jackson had the ball just come to him on a tip, and he made the best of it with 7 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 22 CSJ lead over Maine Machias. Well, look at the baseline taken away, and then KJ Jackson there defensively to knock the ball out of bounds. Nice job of hedging toward the baseline by Jackson. Now Ryder and Smalls both coming in, triplet, and Dane Yops coming out. I had to wait to see who the second Saint coming out was Dane Yops. Oh, too easy. Hampton Mack will miss the little bunny. Smalls, oh, great catch, and nope, off the fingertips of Jackson. I thought he was going to be able to control the high pass and bring it in. It was a good look by Smalls, the right idea. Just didn't happen. You can see Lewis backing up. Kakar now will make the grab. That's Evan Yops there defensively for Kakar. There's the help on the trap as Ryder came all the way over. Pope will kill the dribble, and boy, he's in trouble now. They're playing pressure off the ball, denying the basketball. They do get the pass off to Lewis. Screen set by Mack, and Lewis will weave his way in. Double clutch, up over, no good. Mack with the tip. 20-point lead now for CSJ. Wilburn to Ryder. Smalls that time didn't have a pass lane to get the ball down inside. Wilburn going to go 3-ball on it, no good. Long rebound will sit at the free throw line. Kakar will pick it up and now hand it off to Lewis. He'll motor into the front court, slow things down. As the Saints' transitional defense was there nicely. No quick push up the floor that time by Maine Machias. Not that they've done that at all tonight, but the opportunity was in there. Armstrong, got it. Caught, shot, and got it. And we're going to have a CSJ timeout. It's going to get a little loose out there, even with the big lead, 37-20 on Munger and CSJ with the lead. Up to the Saints timeout, and KJ Jackson and Jamie Ryder, the duo that got the ball in bounds. Started to tell you about Sports Beat, my talk show. Started that in November 1995. Almost wrapping it up. I'm at 402 episodes. Like I said, I had the CSJ midterm report up along with their coach, assistant coach Joel Leichman, as Smalls will get it. Plus I get to talk to some of the players about the first semester, the first half of play. Actually into the second half of play. But that Sports Beat shows are Monday at 4:30 in the afternoon, Tuesday afternoons at 5:30, and Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. And it's also available on PEGTV.com by just clicking video on demand and choosing Sports Beat. And that'll be episode number 402, and I still have a 403 to edit out. Well, Jackson inside, up strong, drew the foul. Beautiful job of rotating the ball around, then getting it inside to the open man, which was Jackson. Then the strong move to the hole, draws the foul. And KJ Jackson going to be stepping up and taking a couple free throws now.
KJ Jackson, 2 to line.
And again, that stops the clock with 4:46 to go in the first half. 39-20 CSJ. And it's a 6-team foul on Maine Machias, and that is the second personal foul on Hampton Mack, number 11. Saints in their blue uniforms tonight, in case you haven't figured that out. And 1 of 2 free throws for Jackson. Lead now doubled up at 40-20. Look at that move up and got it. Again, if you go back and watch it, the missed opportunities by Maine Machias, they've been able to access the blocks too easy. Saw Smalls with one more look, and Jackson will flush it. A dunk by Jackson. You know, the beautiful thing, though, too, is that extra pass by Smalls. Mack being defended by Jackson at the elbow on the arc. Jackson reached up. Jackson did get the steal. An inspired effort by Jackson, to say the least. Wilburn all the way, going to call a blocking foul. Yeah, defender got underneath him, gave him nowhere to land, and that'll be the call. And Wilburn tying his shoe, getting up. That's a 2-shot foul. It's also the team's 7th, but obviously he was in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line. This team up by 20. That's triplet at the scores table for CSJ. And Wilburn will get that first shot as KJ Jackson going to get a breather with 3:55 to go in the first half. And that shot good by Wilburn. Doubles the lead back up to 44-22, Fighting Saints. Armstrong, who's hit from the outside. He has the physique, though. You would think he'd be down low playing strong, and bodies on the floor. Pope going to get up slow as he had some pretty good contact there. As Wilburn called for the hand check foul prior to the shot. Ball out of bounds on the baseline. That's just the 3rd CSJ foul. Blocked from behind by Triplet. Ryder held and taken to the floor by Lewis. Too quick there as Jamie Ryder able to push the ball at a great pace out of the back. So that's the 2nd foul on Lewis. Will Lewis with his 2nd personal, and Ryder now going to the line as it's just the 8th team foul, so it's still the 1-1 for the Fighting Saints. The game just prior to this game was a women's contest between Maine Machias, which they won rather handily over CSJ. Ryder will get that first shot, no problem. So it's 45-22. Saints looking for their 46th point of the night. Will get it off the free throw, Jamie Ryder. That's Ryder matched up against Lewis, and the kick out, the 3-ball by Pope, way off the mark. Smalls to Wilburn, going to go up, and oh, that's intentional. That's a push from behind. Yeah, he's being talked to, but they're not going to call that. That's not even making a play for the ball. That's, you got to learn how to fall correct. That's just a good way to get injured right there. And now they're talking to Yops because he's defending his teammate who could have been seriously injured to push from behind. Yeah, no play on the ball. Should have been a flagrant foul. That's what the rule's written like in the book. They enforce it. That will roll in as Wilburn teasing us here for a while, but it went in.
Number 23, Dane Yops.
Yeah, Smith is coming to the ball game, number 10, replacing Pope. Got it. Wilburn having a big first half against Maine Machias, playing his best basketball of the semester. 48-22 CSJ. And Hampton Mack somehow able to short hop that ball. Ryder almost came up with the steal, and now Lewis will back it up. They want to post up Hampton Mack. Baseline. Just nice job by Dane Yops just standing there. And the shot by Armstrong will knock it down. Smalls got it. Yeah, Raheem Smalls hustling it down the floor, got behind the defense and made the basket. 50 first half points for CSJ with still 2:48 to play in the first half. Well, I'll tell you what, they had Smith open and they just didn't deliver the ball to him. He flashed open, and then by the time the defense came around on him, and of course it's too late to give him the ball, but great Dane from the outside. Dane Yops showing his range for a big man out there with a 3-pointer. Saints haven't really rained a lot of threes tonight. I mean, Rios has got one. We just saw that one now, obviously, by Yops. I believe Wilburn might have one, but they've basically been able to take everything inside the arc offensively. Hampton Mack with the ball will kick it back out. Smith sidesteps the first defender, was cut off by Wilburn. There's the ball fake and the hand check. Got a hold, I believe, called on Triplett by the looks. Yes, that's on Patrick Triplett Jr.
Foul number 33.
Again, they're looking inside. Nothing happened up top, and Ryda steals it. There's a 3-on-1 break. Ryda up, and Smalls will tip it in. A little Saint showtime here. That was a thing of beauty. Like I tell you, with his job, his children, his wife, I don't know how he found all the time to recruit, but he's got a great group here. And count it as Hampton Mack got inside, got fouled, and go to the line.
Foul number 33, Triplett.
Yeah, so Triplett will pick up his third foul of the first half. Back-to-back fouls down the floor, and with a minute 42 to go, they'll be shooting the 2 shots here on the fouled in the act of shooting. Hampton Mack will, I'm sorry.
Rebound Small. Right on the move.
Yes, they come down now with a minute 38 to go on the bump, and no foul call. The ball went off from Lewis, and it'll be CSJ basketball.
Substitution for the Saints, number 10.
As Triplett's going to come out with the 3 fouls, and that'll bring Anderson into the basketball game. So Ramel Anderson. Yops had it, lost it, reached between his legs and grabbed it. And Wilburn on the drive was ridden down the line. Yeah, well, you know, it's a 10th team foul, so it's going to be 2 shots no matter where the foul occurred. 2 shots. So Tony Wilburn will head to the line, and then again, you can see the nice, powerful move he made to the hole. Rios is going to be checking in now, number 13 for CSJ. Yeah, as Rios enter now, he'll replace Jamie Ryda. That's who's coming out, is Ryda. And so Wilburn, the score 55-26, will make it 56-26, 30-point lead for CSJ. You know, this could be a Talarico night. We could be seeing the Alaskan twin Talarico into the ball game, both of them. Armstrong, wow. I don't walk that much in a week. That's battle around, comes back to Kakar, and they'll get a second chance and a new shot clock. That was so many moves. I couldn't even begin to call that, but everything he had in his book, he pulled out there. But again, look where he ended up taking the shot. Basically a layup, because the defense let him get in there that low. Anderson on Kakar, and couldn't take him off the dribble. He'll just swing the ball to Rios. They got 21 on the shot clock, and they're going to reset the offense now. Wilburn lost his balance and traveled. Yeah, they cleared the floor out for Wilburn, and quite simply what happened was Lewis didn't let him bump him. He backed up so that there was no resistance to Wilburn, and he basically just fell. There's 4 seconds difference in game clock and shot clock right now. Hampton Mack trying to go baseline, and Smalls will come up with the steal. I believe somebody else had tipped it. Shot clock is off now. 24 seconds left in the first half. Rios up from the baseline. No, kept the ball alive. Yops got fouled. They had to call that. Yeah. Great Dane going to the line as he working hard on the boards.
Foul on Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton Mack, and he's getting near. Yeah, he is 3 fouls. He's not near it. He's at it. That's 3 personal fouls on Hampton Mack. The Great Dane will make the basket. The biggest knock I have against Dane Yops in his first year here at CSJ is the black socks. I think that's really affecting his ability to get good lift, good ups, but got to get some white socks on. So 14 seconds to go. Maine Machias with the ball. They're going to have a lot of homework to talk about in the locker room. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. No sense of urgency now that Lewis will work off the screen. 2 seconds. Across, and that won't count if it goes. No, that's a great call. Yeah. And that's going to be the half. 57-28, CSJ with the lead. So the Saints basically just looking to tighten up that interior defense. Other than that, their offense has looked really good. Rebounding has been a bad issue tonight to talk about. And keep everybody healthy. That's pretty much the deal. It looks like the same starting five for CSJ that got things underway. There's a 3-ball by Lewis. KJ Jackson, Wilburn, Smalls, Evan Yops, and Jamie Ryda out there for Coach Phil Bartlett. Ryda waits for Yops to make the move and blocked by Hampton Mack, and it's going to stay down this end of the floor. So, you know, like I tell you before, when the Saints are down, that no lead is insurmountable. That goes this way also. I mean, Saints can't relax and take the pedal off the metal here. They got to stay intense and play hard. And Wilburn wants to feed the low post, does, and Yops might have had the ball actually tipped from behind, and here comes the outlet pass. So Maine Machias looking for a good start, and there they go. A lot of different intensity all of a sudden. They beat the Saints down the floor, and 57-33 now the score. Ryda to Wilburn. And that is not the same starting five because Rios started the ball game, and Wilburn was the first substitute off the bench. So a little change up here going into the second half. 59-33, 26-point lead for CSJ. Lewis kicks it out. Pope got it. Pope with the three-pointer will make it 59-36. Minute and a half into the second half of play. CSJ basketball on Munger Vision one more time. Ryda accelerates, and it won't drop for him. And KJ Jackson with the offensive rebound and the putback. Now Jackson getting the start tonight, playing very solid. Kakar up and no, had the open look and couldn't convert it. Hampton Mack does the offensive rebound and the score for Mack. Yops being guarded by Pope, and now Wilburn with a touch. Works off from the screen. See Smalls roll in, give him the ball. They'll just rotate it up top. Yops three-balling it. Got it. I'll tell you, that shot has really developed into a lethal weapon for Evan Yops. 64-38. Armstrong to Pope, looking for another three, no good. Rebound will be Ryda. He'll push the tempo now. Ryda, long pass to Yops. He's going to jump over the top to Jackson. He ran the floor well, missed the shot, tipped around, ends up in Lewis's hands. Lewis transition the other way, defense in place, and they'll stop the penetration of the ball. Nice job getting back defensively by CSJ. Pope and Ryda, the matchup there. Now come off to the Mack. Mack has done it from the inside, trying the outside shot. No good. Wilburn going to bring the ball down himself. There's the push. There's the free throw line. The wraparound pass to Jackson, and I'm not sure if he saw it or was expecting it, but it'll go off his hands. It'll become a turnover. Armstrong. No, he's hit a couple outside shots. Mack will tip the ball out to Pope, and that's going to be blocked by Jackson. Yeah, it comes back to Lewis, and got it. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Maine Machias. I'll tell you, they're playing with a lot more energy here in the second half of play. Yops will bring the ball into Ryda, and Jamie Ryda from a graduate of West Rutland High School will bring it up. Kakar looks like he's going to pick him up. I'm trying to see if they're going man. Yeah, looks like they're going to match up man-to-man. Smalls with the grab. Oh, great footwork by Smalls, and the basket by Raheem Smalls. Well, there's only 16 minutes left in the ball game. I got to start thinking about the Grand Union CSJ player of the game. Again, with the effort tonight out there. Hey. Smith got it. Left-handed little push shot by Smith will be a three-pointer. Lead down to 29 now. Kakar on Ryda. Now Smalls. Entry pass into Yops. Weak side help was there late. Beautiful pass from Smalls to Yops, and the English major will get the 2 points. They try the alley-oop the other way. Foul on Smalls. Yeah. And it'll be 2 shots coming up, and Brendan Rios is going to be checking in for
Foul number 1.
CSJ. He'll be wearing number 13 in blue as Hampton Mack.
His first. Brings number 11, Hampton Mack, to the line.
Stepping up to the line. Taking his time, a lot of the basket. There haven't been a lot of free throws by either side tonight in the ballgame, as it's Wilburn coming out and Rios coming in.
Number 13, Brendan Rios.
There's Hampton Mack on a second shot. We'll make it a 68-46 ball game. 68-45, excuse me. Ryder. To Rios, going to go long ball, no good. Long rebound off the long shot. Mack had the touch. We'll go to Lewis. Like I said, he came out of the ball game just for a very brief rest in the first half one time. Other than that, he's locked every minute. Yops with the rebound, few dribbles, and behind the back pass to Ryder. The defender will fall down. Rios off the glass and in. Oh, he's smooth. He's such a versatile swing player. He can hit that 3 ball, as you can see, but he can take you off the dribble and then put that soft touch like that on the shot. And again, one of those players that was good at the start of the season, but he's just gotten better and better in his first year at CSJ. They posted up Lewis. His turnaround fadeaway, no good. Yops in the front court. Got a little cocky there, that one-handed pass, and it's picked off. 70-45 CSJ. Armstrong, he's been good from the outside, and he's still good from the outside. As he will, again, with that big physique, he hasn't gotten inside and played at all. He's been on the perimeter all night, but he's also been making his shots out there. KJ Jackson to the hole will make it the basket. A nice aggressive move to the bucket. Yeah, Saints now trying to shore up the defense. They run the wheel up top, and you can see coming around, it will be Smith and Ryder bumping them, making them come up higher. Nice job of stepping out. Yeah, that's what you do to kill the wheel up top. Kakar, no, swing it back, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Armstrong blocked. That was Jackson with the block, and accelerating away will be Ryder. Got it. That's speed right there by Ryder. 74-48, the Saints with the lead. There's only been one foul called in 6.5 minutes of basketball here in the second half. That is against the Saints. It was on Raheem Smalls. Ryder got in that pass lane, scared the bejesus out of Armstrong, and he threw the ball away. Lupo, number 14, coming in the ball game now for Maine Machias. As Ryder will walk it up the floor. Again, Kakar there, he'll apply the defensive pressure as Yops was the intended target of the pass, was tipped away. It'll be Saints basketball with 22 seconds left on the shot clock. 13-10 left in the basketball game. Saints right now look like they're going to even up their Sunrise Conference record at 1-1. Rios, look at him going to get his own shot. Smalls took it away from him. You talk about being hungry for a rebound. A couple Saints fighting each other for the rebound, and the Smalls will get the basket. Now, I got to give Maine Machias a lot of credit. They have come out here a lot more fired up, a lot more aggressive in the second half. And that's, again, hats off to their head coach, finding some intensity in that locker room. Oh, Yops to Yops didn't click. It looked like the perfect setup, the screen and roll. Dane probably thought Evan was just going to shoot it because he's been in such a zone this season offensively. And that was blocked. That was Smalls coming out. He made the block. He's going to make the basket and get the foul call. And he'll hit the deck, and he won't take any help getting up as Armstrong will be called for the foul. And that is the first foul called on Maine Machias in the second half, and we're going to have a CSJ timeout. They'll take a full one this time on Munger Vision, 76-51. Shots for Raheem Smalls. As of 12:22 to go in this second half of play. I mean, you got to start looking at the Grand Union CSJ player of the game, and my gosh, it's a tough choice. Wilburn got off to a very fast start. KJ Jackson had just a solid game all the way around. Smalls at the line, again, another huge factor in today's ball game, as he usually is. See Lewis back up, want to take the defender off the dribble, and he will. He's by far been their team leader out there. Talking about Maine Machias, and number 3, of course, is Will Lewis. That is the first foul on Brendan Rios of CSJ, and the second team foul. 78-51 CSJ with the lead. So Maine Machias losing to VTC prior to this ball game. Find themselves 26 down right now. Ryder, Rios to the bucket. No, front rimmed it. But here's the break the other way. It's a 2-on-2 right now, and foul. As Smalls will swat at the ball and get a lot of arm and hit the deck and get up be okay, and that'll send Lewis back to the line. Lewis with a burst of speed.
His second. Will Lewis at the line for Machias.
And all of a sudden, after having no fouls for 6.5 minutes, we are reeling them off pretty quick now. Saints don't want to get sloppy. I mean, they're up by a pretty decent score right now, even though no lead is insurmountable, but they want to execute, keep their play tight, especially coming into Maine Presque Isle and Fort Kent, Maine. Ryder with the play call. We'll go to Dane Yops. To Evan Yops, weak side, and Rios got it. Oh, see, Rios was strong enough to take the contact and finish the shot off. But he can step out, hit the 3 ball, he can take you off the dribble, and he can actually roll up his sleeves and play dirty down inside if he has to. Or get dirty, I don't mean play dirty. Basket's good, shot coming up. Looking for the 81st point of the night as Armstrong picked up his 3rd foul. That shot won't happen for Rios. Lupo wants to outlet the ball to Lewis. Now he will take a few dribbles to find an angle and to get the defender to back off. Smith called for the ball, will get the ball. Now on the elbow. We'll try to start the offense up. Kakar with the move will go by Evan Yops, and Lewis, no, well short. Picked out of the air by Dane Yops. Nice grab by Rios, and he'll just bring the ball back down to the corner to Dane Yops. Jamie Ryder with 23 seconds will reset the offense as they didn't like their setup, their matchup they had before, and they had plenty of shot clock, so they're able to set it up now. Yeah, it's going to be away from the ball. Okay, so
Foul number 34.
34. Armstrong will pick up the foul, and I believe that is his 4th. Now, Anderson coming in. Number 10 in blue for CSJ, and Hampton Mack, who had a good start to this second half, back in the ballgame for Maine Machias. Evan Yops to Jamie Ryder. No. Smalls will tip the ball to himself on the weak side. Another rebound for Smalls. Little jump hook, and got it. Oh, devastating work by Smalls down inside. You start thinking about that Sunrise Conference Player of the Year, too, in CSJ with some good candidates there, some bumping and grinding, and Ryder took exception to the last little bump, and he will actually be called for the foul. Yeah, Ryder will pick up the foul. It'll be the 4th team foul, first on Jamie Ryder, first personal on Ryder. That happens 10:34 as we zero in on that midway point, 82-54 CSJ. And Will Lewis off to Mack. Dane Yops on him to throw over the top, and they'll turn it over. Again, Saints matched up nicely off from the ball with pressure off the ball, and will create the turnover. Ryder to Rommel Anderson. Well, they like that matchup. Good help defense. Nice weak side rebound. Smalls couldn't get it. Anderson will flip it out. Smalls will get it. Now Raheem Smalls, just right now they have no matchup for Smalls. He's just eating them up inside. He's got at least going to be double digits. I'm talking just offensive rebounds. 30-point lead for CSJ, and that good intensity and hard push and the run that they made, Maine Machias, could have petered out as Patrick Triplett Jr. going to be coming in. The basket is good, and they'll let Triplett enter the ball game now on the foul shot. Smalls will pick up his third personal. And it'll be Yops, Evan Yops, that will come out of the ball game. Been an excellent basketball played by the men's team down here at CSJ, and I urge you to get down in person. And like I told you, they'll be back in February. Time you watch this, they will be on the road until February. And boy, get your schedule, get your listing, and get into the gym. And hand check called on Smith, yeah, push called. So it's number 10, Robbie Smith, whistled for the foul.
Foul number 10, Robbie Smith.
Yeah, there should be side out. I'm waiting to see. It will be Dane Yops heading over to bring the ball into play for CSJ. Ryder with a spin move. Made enough separation from Smith to be able to receive the pass. Oh, nice hands by Triplett. Looked like a shortstop on that. Yops on the drive and the finish. Great Dane Yops with the basket. I tell you, he's a freshman. It's his first year playing college ball, and he doesn't look it, does he? Looks pretty veteran out there. Oh, right there, though, Dane gave up the sweet spot, and there's not a lot you can do defensively at that point. You've already created the problem by allowing your offensive player to get the ball down low like that. It was not tipped. It was last touched by CS. Well, they threw it away, and that'll be a turnover. Lupo will toss the pass inbounds. No pressure in the backcourt, and Lewis will bring it up, number 3. So he's logged a lot of minutes tonight, Lewis has. Saints with 8:55 left, going to go to 1-1 in Sunrise Conference play. 86-59, and Anderson stepped in front of Smith, made the steal, gives the ball up on the cut, and there's the basket by Dane Yops as he came swooping in off the wing, and that one-hand grip able to palm it and make the bucket. 88-59, and I'm starting to wonder, is it becoming Tallarico time? Mack no good, and the rebound by Triplett. There's the tempo, and ball chased down in the corner, and Mack threw it away inside. The Smalls will get it right with eyes all around his head, able to find the open player in CSJ now with a 31-point lead, 90-59 over Maine Machias. Again, not only can you watch Saints basketball on Channel 15, but you can also go to www.PEGTV.com, click video on demand, and you can go back in the archives and watch all the Saints basketball action from this home games this season. Now they're trying to draw the offensive foul, couldn't sell it, and the bucket by Hampton Mack to be exact, not just Hampton. The rebound from Lupo up ahead to Mack, and he'll hit the trailer. Armstrong out there with the 4 fouls, and here comes Lewis. Too easy, down the lane, too easy. Actually, I exposed a weak spot in the defense tonight by CSJ as Lewis might have been injured on the play, catching his breath for sure as he's standing over in the corner, and yeah, coming up with a little bit of a limp. He's allowed to take a second, compose himself, walk it off, head to the free throw line now. And that foul called on Rommel Anderson, his first personal team 6th foul. Basket good. So Lewis all twine on that one. And on his second attempt, he'll not roll it in, and Dane Yops and Triplett both there. Anderson, there's Triplett, there's the basket. Boy, Triplett can get it down the floor. I mean, you talk about a lot of speed on this Saints team, and then Triplett epitomizing that. And this is going to be Smith now. They'll swing the ball over to Lupo. Smiles, let him take the outside shot. Lupo will miss it. The bump from behind, and it's going to be Saints basketball. So he got nudged out, looking for the call, and Tallarico coming in. Jonathan Tallarico, number 3 into the ballgame for Raheem Smalls.
Number 3, Jonathan Tallarico.
Now, Tallarico, there's 2 of them. They're twins. They're from Alaska. So, I mean, this weather right here should be like summer to them that we're having in Vermont right now. Tallarico, they cleared out weak side and just missed the bucket. I'm not sure why he didn't jam it, but he tried for the layup instead. Tallarico to Triplett, and Anderson, no good. Ball on the floor, picked up by Lupo. He'll hand it off now. Long pass to Armstrong, just out of his reach. And the clock down to 6:44 to go. 92-62, CSJ by 30 right now. And Tallarico going to bring the ball up against Smith. He'll hand it off to Ryda. Tallarico open, came back to meet the pass, sees the seam, and then he had it shut down. This pass back to Anderson was not tipped. He'll go out of play. Oh, you talking about recruiting? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if Phil did it with a full-time job, working for the company, kids, wife, family. I mean, to go to Alaska, he got people from Alaska to come and play for CSJ. Enough said there about the effort of recruiting. In the age of cell phones and emails and internets, there is no excuse for not being able to recruit. Oh, Triplett, burying it. Triplett from Georgia. Probably not too nuts about the weather up here, but it's actually been a good winter. Armstrong wanted to go down inside the Lupo. That wasn't going to happen. Lewis will swing the pass down, and Mack was fouled by Anderson. And Kakar at the scorer's table, number 33, is going to have to wait to check in for Maine Machias until the second shot. And Mack will coil and release and bang it in there. Smith will come out, number 10 for Maine Machias, and that's who Kakar has come in for. Getting on a very deep bench, not a very big bench right now for Maine Machias. That shot off the mark. Armstrong, quick to the ball, will reverse and miss it. Triplett got fouled by Lupo. And there should be no shots. No, just a possession foul. It's only the 5th team foul. There they go. The referee losing track of the game, wanted the 1-and-1. He's looking at the scoreboard and reading it wrong. CSJ with the 17 fouls, but only 5 on Maine Machias. And Ryda and Lewis. Boy, they've seen a lot of each other tonight. Anderson, high off the glass. Oh, Anderson, shot of the game right there. Can you want to go down to Mack? Tipped by Ryda, right in the hands of Lupo, to the basket. Right place, right time for Lupo.
Zach Armstrong, number 34.
Oh, I'm sorry, Armstrong. All I saw was a 4. It was Armstrong that made the basket, not Lupo. That's Lupo. Took a car, tough pass at his feet. He's able to pick it up now. And Lewis to Mack, gonna post up the freshman out there, and again just gotta stand his ground as Triplett will outlet the pass to Ryda. Ryda to Anderson, short. Rebound kept alive by Triplett, and it'll go out of bounds. Off from the hands of Patrick Triplett Jr. Now just 4.5 to go. I'm still looking down here trying to find myself if I had more they allow me to pick more than one player for the CSJ Grand Union Player of the Game, I'd be okay, but just single it down to one player of the game. Armstrong has hit from the outside tonight. That was just a little bit way out there. They're letting Yobs grow up tonight, guarding Mack out there. And Andrew Tallarico going to be coming in now with 4:11 to go in the basketball game. Armstrong will get it again. Oh, he's shot well from the outside for a big guy. Well, you know, I'm leaning, I guess if I go back in my head, that first half was a strong start by Wilburn. And Yops might take some steps, switched it around. So I'm going to go with Tony Wilburn as the CSJ Grand Union Player of the Game tonight. And like I said, it could have been 7 or 8 different players. Seriously, they've all played so well. Clock will stop with 3:40 to go, and that'll send Maine Machias to the line. And Wilburn going to be coming back in for Ryda. Yeah, so they're the 2 Tallaricos right there. Andrew Tallarico and Jonathan Tallarico. And was there a timeout? Yes, there was. So a full timeout taken. The CSJ now with Andrew and Jonathan Tallarico out there. Wilburn, Dane Yops, and Triplett. All 5 of those players I just named are all new to the team this year for CSJ. There's 5 quality new recruits. And Tallarico is going to run the offense now. This is Andrew Tallarico off to Wilburn. Wilburn going to loop around as they'll chase defensively, and that's going to be picked up by Mack up ahead to Lewis. 98-72 CSJ. Kakar, no. Had the open look, just didn't nail it. It's Tallarico to Wilburn. Now they're very athletic, the Tallaricos. I mean, they're good basketball players. Yops will get it. Dane Yops having a big second half offensively for CSJ. Is Anderson going to come back in, number 10. To Mack, he'll make the grab and give back to Armstrong, no good. 100-72, Saints in triple digits. Wilburn up and got it. So Wilburn started strong and he just finished strong right there. Again, he is the CSJ Grand Union Player of the Game. 102-72. Saints have maintained basically a 30-point lead. Dane Yops called for the clear out or the push, and he's lobbying for the same foul but the other way around. And Anderson going to come in for Wilburn. So Wilburn will sit down probably for the rest of the night with just 2:25 left on the game clock. Hampton Mack has been an impressive player out there for Maine Machias. It's just, again, a matter of, well, you know, I'm looking numbers and scores off the bench, but you know, you take Lewis and Mack and Armstrong, and there's 3 strong players for Maine Machias. Tallarico had the touch. Yops ended up with the basketball, and he's going to finish. Oh, I thought for sure he's going to bang that one in there. And Mack will be fouled, and it looked like Triplett reached in and will collect the foul. If it is, I believe it's his 4th. No, 33. It is Triplett. They'll send Mack to the line. Yeah, and that is Patrick's 4th. So Mack, again, CSJ though, even with their 102 points, they've given up 75 now on the night. And I feel safe to say that with 2:12 to go in the contest, the Saints are going to go to 1-1 in the Sunrise Conference play with Maine Presque Isle up next, and then Fort Kent up after that. So, I mean, you know, it's a big weekend of Sunrise Conference play. I mean, they're trying to qualify for the Sunrise Conference tournament Tallarico will spin away from the pressure and give it off to Anderson. Off his foot, and Armstrong will lob it up, and tell ya, not a bad play. Armstrong was on too much of an angle. There's Andrew Tallarico. Will inbounds it to Jonathan Tallarico. You see Tallarico looking for the assist. The triplet. Tallarico will get the assist. That is the 104th point of the night. Kakar matched up against Tallarico defensively. That was Jonathan Tallarico, number 3. Ball, Dane Yops got the best of him that time. He made the block and battled for the ball, and it's going to stay down and in with Maine Machias with 1:26 to go in the basketball game. And Tony Wilburn, again, the recipient of the Grand Union CSJ Player of the Game donated t-shirt. Boy, a lot of moves, and they just lose it. A lot of moves, and the ball just went on bounds with no shot. And back to work will go Maine Machias. Now that VTC CSJ game is in February. You get that marked down on your calendar. Armstrong gonna miss. Tell you, he's been deadly from the outside, and he just was at an awkward angle going up, actually. With 1:03 to go, Tallarico to Tallarico. Tallarico going to attack the hole, slide it off, and another assist for Tallarico. As Dane Yops will get the bucket. 106 points on the board for CSJ tonight. They said their offense hasn't been an issue. As Lupo will get it.
Number 14, Lupo.
Still 42 seconds left in the basketball game. And that ball's on the floor, and it's going to be Armstrong. Up ahead to Lupo, and layup by Lupo. 106 to 80, so yeah, I mean, 80 points would be a concern for me. They did have some times, especially in the first half, their defense allowed just too easy accessibility down low. And the shot clock is off, and they're going to swing the ball off the triplet to Dane Yops to the bucket and the basket. And there's what I'm talking about, firepower off the bench, you know. And so they wind it down to just 13 more seconds to go, and Lewis will cross the timeline, and CSJ is going to go to 1-1 in conference play, and a long outside shot by Lewis will be good, and that's going to be the basketball game right there. Congratulations to CSJ. A good effort by Maine Machias. Get out there, support CSJ basketball, and this has been Munger Vision.